Hi, this is Mark DeLeese, and I am so excited and pumped with what I'm going to show you right now. This is a Traffic Player upgrade, and the Traffic Player, which is one of the most powerful video players on the market today, has just gotten bigger, and I got a big announcement for you. This is a WordPress plugin that just does amazing stuff. I have lots of stuff I'm going to show you right now with this upgrade, and so I'm just going to give you a live demo about what this can do. First of all, if you visit my blog here, I got a couple text links on the sidebar and then an image on the sidebar. You can't really see it because this video is just too small, but I can just click on that and a nice pop-up shows up, and I can click on this banner, another pop-up shows up, and with a nice video, but it'll do all kinds of neat stuff. And maybe I'll just try to shrink this down a little bit, and so you can try to get it all worked inside here. Okay, let's get started. We're going to go back into my dashboard, and I'm going to show you how all this works. And here is just a test post right here, test post. And here's the TP, the Traffic Player plugin icon in your visual editor. All right, let me just move this out a little bit. All right. First of all, obviously, you just click on that little button there, and a pop-up happens like this, and it'll come up, and it'll ask you for a YouTube or any URL, including Amazon S3 direct linking. Now you can put like a Vimeo, or any kind of thing, link that you want in here. I'll get into that later in another video. But for example, let's just do a YouTube first. I'm just going to grab a YouTube, and here's a couple videos here. Here's a MP4, and I'm going to grab a YouTube. Here's a YouTube right here, and I will just grab this. Either I just want to grab the ID or just the entire link there, and I can just grab that. And let me just come along here, and I'm just going to show you the YouTube function, and I'll just come like that, and I will simply let's see, do I want a skin? Sure. Okay, we'll put a skin on there, and let's make it a, oh dear, let's make it a MacBook Air. All right, and maybe we'll make it, for example, small, so you can see on the screen here, 400 by 250. Okay, something like that. And auto hide, yes. Controls, no. Related videos, no. Center it, yes. Autoplay, sure. Okay. Now there's a couple new skins here. I got 3 new skins for YouTube now, so that's very, very cool. But it's going to have no controls. Show the logo. Now this only is on the control bar, and no. And show title, no. Now when you come down here, you got a few options here. One is just the player. Just the player for display options is just to have the player like this on your website. All right. Now there's a couple other options here. One is called a slideshow preview lightbox, and maybe I'll just select just player for now, and I'll insert. And let me just come up, and I will just preview this. Save as draft. I don't have to save as draft. I can just preview it without saving it. Okay, let me preview this. Open up in a new tab. And there you can see right there. All right. A little video, and it puts the skin around the YouTube. You can see there it just the only YouTube logo it has is the very corner, but this disappears when your mouse is on the side. Okay, see, that disappears, and there's no title, there's no related videos at the end, so forth. All right, so that's one option there. And now all I can do is just click on there and click on the TP, and when you do that, all the same settings are still there. You can do a quick change. So all the same settings are still there, and I can change the size, I can change the skin, what have you. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the settings the same, but I'm going to come down here and show you the new features. One's called a slideshow preview and lightbox for YouTube videos, and HTML code preview and lightbox. This, you open that up, and what this is a pop-up. A pop-up will show up. This is a pop-up light box effect, and you can have a number of different skins around the pop-up. And one is no skin, strong skin, or standard. We'll just pick no, and here you can put any. You can add text or any HTML, like an image or what have you. So, for example, if I put in this is a video test. Click here. Now this is just text. I can also put any HTML, and I will click on insert. Okay, and again I will simply just save draft, and I will come here and I will preview. Let me just preview this. Now I'll show you what happens now. You see this? You see what happens? Let me just bring this down for you so you can see. You'll see here that there is now a link right here. Let me just bring up my blog here. There is now one line on this post. Okay, this is a post, has one line, and this is a clickable link. And if I click on that, see that? Now my blog is shrunk down. So this is a pop-up light box effect, and it has the skin in it and everything. Okay, isn't that cool? I can hit the close button, and that's the pop-up there. All right. Once again, there's a clickable link, there's a pop-up. Isn't that cool? All right, so it does text links that are pop-ups. Now, it also does another feature here. Let me just come up here, and let me just click on there once again. And again, all the settings are already saved there when you click on the image and then click on the TP button. And I will come down here, and I will instead of choosing HTML code preview and lightbox, I will click on slideshow. Now this is very cool, and for example, I'll just keep it no skin. This is a different effect, and I'll click on insert, and I will save the draft. Now I'll show you what this does. This does a YouTube preview slideshow of that little video, and it's very, very cool. See that? See that slideshow? Now I can add a whole bunch of different slideshow effects, and you can put text around it. It's really, really cool. Okay, see that effect? And you can put that in the sidebar. Imagine having a title that says best videos, and under that is a number of slideshow YouTube videos. See that slideshow? Now if I click on that, watch this. If I click on that, isn't that cool? All right, let me click the close button. So that's very, very, very powerful. And again, you can put that in the sidebar, you can keep that in your post, and it has like a slideshow preview of the YouTube, and you click on it, and it's the pop-up with the video. And you can put any skin, or you can have no skin, whatever you want to do. All right, so it's very, very cool. Now that's for YouTube's. Now let's continue here. That's for YouTube's. Now it also has for self-hosting or for anything else. So let me go to TP button, and I'll come up here, and instead of the YouTube, I will click on the self-hosting. And here I got a MP4 video. This is just on my Amazon S3 account. I can copy that. I can just put that right inside there. Here you can see here there's a couple new skins here as well. That are very, very powerful. One of them is the one that I like the best is the shadow theme on the very bottom. So these two are new right here, but I like the one on the bottom the best. Or you can have no skin. Let's just do it with no skin, without skin. And again, let's just make it small. So because the video here is small here. And again, you can have it as autoplay, yes. Controls, no, or yes. I'll put yes. It's got another control skin on here, which is the modern dark transparent skin. I'll put the light one. I like that one. Center it. And again, it has two options: just the player, which it just embeds in the post, or the HTML code preview and lightbox. Now, obviously, it's not a YouTube video, so it doesn't have the slideshow like the YouTube API will provide. But watch this. I will do this, and I'll put on here test video. Okay, click here. Now what's really cool, watch this. All these features work. The social buttons work. I can put a redirect URL. I can put a splash image. I can put an exit button or any HTML that I want in there for the exit. Now watch the redirect work. All right. Watch this redirect work. So I'll just put in a redirect right there, and I will click on Insert, and I will click on Save Draft. And watch how cool this is. Let me just go to that, and I'll refresh this page, of course. And here's that text link, okay? Now this is going to be a self-hosted video. It's going to be a pop-up, and there's going to be no skin, but also it'll redirect when the video's over. Now let me click on that, and this comes up. Okay, and it's really cool. Now notice that it's got social buttons there. So if I pause that, it's got the social buttons there and everything. So let me continue that. Now let me just go to the end of the video and see what happens. There's the end of the video, and see what happens here. You ready? And it's going to redirect to PinRanker. See that? Isn't that so cool? That is so cool. So once again, it works like gangbusters. Let me go back to that post, and there it is there. So all the redirects, everything works just fine. It's just perfect. Works like gangbusters. Now, if you want this in your sidebar, because you'll notice that what I've done is I've added text links and an image. So for example, if I wanted to come back here and I click on that to put an image there instead, all I need to do is come down here, and once again you can add any HTML. So I would simply just put a image tag, and I'd go and I'd put the image path right here, right? Images, and it's usually it's a file, right? JPEG or whatever, PNG, and so that's all I would do. And that image is going to be the clickable pop-up, just like it is right here. That's just an image, but when you click on there, it pops up, and it's really, really cool. And it redirects, or obviously, or the text link, or what have you. That's all you got to do. Now, how this works with the widgets now is very, very important. In order to get the widget to work, all you got to do is, and you don't even have to save it. Okay, you can just go to any post, go to new. You do not need to save it at all. But what you need to do is you need to get the code. So all you need to do is go to HTML and copy. All I got to do is copy that code, the HTML code, and go to widgets. And you'll see here that when I open up my text, you just paste it right there, okay? So if I wanted to add another one, I would just paste it right there, okay? So if I click on save, I'll show you how it is. There is another one there. And if I refresh my blog, let me just refresh the blog. Okay, and if I scroll down now, you'll see a little. Obviously, I'd put some a line space in there, and I'd center it, and I'd make it more of a text link, right? But let me show you. I'll just click on that. See that? Okay, and that'll redirect, and I can make that bigger, obviously. That's just to show you how it's done. All right, and again, I can put that YouTube video that's like a slideshow right here. It's very, very cool. So again, the Lightbox effect with a slideshow for any social sharing site, YouTube, Vimeo, self-hosted, and so it works like gangbusters. And there's more features. There's a couple new skins, and again, it also works on third-party URLs to take the code, and all you need to do is click on the generate button. For third-party URLs, you need to take this code right here. All you need to do is click on the generate button, and I would take this code to use to put on a third-party site. For example, not the domain that the plugin is installed on, but I would put this code on another domain, and that video and the pop-up and everything will work. Okay, whether it's a text link or what have you. All right. So thank you, Mark DeLeese, signing off on the new Traffic Player versions. Now this is only for the advanced version and the commercial version, the pro version. Thank you. The Traffic Player rocks. Mark DeLeese signing off.